What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
So what you talking about this morning, chances are it's the Oscars because it's going down this Sunday. And just what will Hollywood's biggest night look like this year during a pandemic? Well, Fandango senior editor Erik with a K Davis is here with a look ahead. And if you're doing an Oscars poll, you might want to pay extra attention because Erik with a K knows people. Hi, Erik. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on? Happy to be here.
Same. Always good to have you, Erik. So we know you know people. You're an insider. You have Brad Pitt on speed dial and all that stuff. So what will this year's Academy Awards look like? Will it presenter-wise, host-wise, all of it? Fill us in.
You know, it's going to look like a movie. I think, you know, it's taking place primarily at Union Station in Los Angeles, which is a classic Hollywood movie location. Lots of movies have filmed there over the years. It has been a bank, an airport, a club in films like Blade Runner, The Dark Knight Rises, Catch Me If You Can. So it's going to feel like a movie. Movie locations is where these Oscars are set. And also there isn't a single host. So there is an ensemble cast of hosts. So you will see people like Angela Bassett, Halle Berry, Brad Pitt, Joaquin Phoenix, Reese Witherspoon, among others, will be presenting Oscars as well. And then we're also going to have a look ahead. You know, Disney is going to use some of the Oscars to promote films that are coming out in theaters later in this year. The cast will come out and say how much they love the movie-going experience. We'll see stuff from West Side Story and In the Heights, and these are movies that are due out later this year. So it's going to be a little bit of a look back at Hollywood legend and lore, and a look ahead at what we can expect on the big screen later this year.
Well, no one loves the movie-going experience like Erik with the K from Fandango. Let me just say this, because maybe I think a month ago you were here to talk about your picks when we had the nominations announced. Has anything changed? Are you still sticking to your picks?
Yeah, I'm still pretty much sticking to the picks that I think are going to win.
All right.
So yeah, and we can talk about that.
All right, so let's bring everyone in right now because we have made our own picks, and let's see what they think about, you know, who should be winning, who they think.
Can I just say,
go ahead.
I put my picks in and Dan copied me. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Putting that out there.
Just say that I actually watched the movies.
I'm sure the Academy is listening to what we're saying. I'm sure they care.
We don't know how to act in front of companies.
We clearly don't, right?
I'm so sorry.
We do not. All right, Erik, we're going to start with actress in a leading role. And we have Viola Davis, Andra Day, Vanessa Kirby, Frances McDormand, and Carey Mulligan. So remind us your pick, and let's see everyone else's.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the biggest toss-up of the night. I am choosing Viola Davis to win for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I think if it's not her, it'll be Carey Mulligan for Promising Young.
All right, so here are our picks. I picked Andra Day because she's my girl.
Yeah.
And Ben picked Andra Day too.
Because
Betty picked Frances.
Only because you picked Andra Day.
Dan picked Frances. Ooh,
I picked Andra Day
muchacha.
also, yeah.
Can we get rid of that picture of me?
I
know all these
Well,
pictures
let's
here
see our
you do, I
pictures,
think.
yeah.
Do you think I look like Casper?
My goodness.
Just saying. I'm
We're
like these
such a
headshots.
dysfunctional family.
Who's winning the Oscar?
Sorry.
I know, exactly.
All right, so here's the thing. I usually pick based on who I like their performance. It's not like, so I don't know, everyone has their reason for picking who they want. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a storyline,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a certain kind of connection. So
Let me just be clear. I didn't choose who I was picking. I chose who would
you
win.
think is gonna win.
I want Andra Day to win,
Yeah.
but I think Frances McDormand will win.
No,
Same
I pick who I want to
I
win, so I
gotcha.
put it out there
Right.
in the universe. So let's talk about actor in a leading role. Everyone's saying it's going to Chadwick. It may go to Riz Ahmed, but we have Riz Ahmed on there, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman, and Steven Yeun.
Yeah, I think Chadwick Boseman is going to win this. I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
He would
Look at
only be
that.
the second actor in history to win a Best
that
Actor
unanimous?
posthumously. I think if anybody steals it, honestly, it's Anthony Hopkins.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Really?
And the father.
I saw your note, and I think it's going to be Riz.
I'm with
Riz-
you, OG.
Riz
You
is
want to meet me
unbelievable.
outside right now, Erik?
I would
We will
love
fight
Riz.
for this.
Riz was unbelievable.
But Eric, doesn't Hollywood
great.
love itself so much that they would go with what's his name from Mank?
You know, you would
yes.
think maybe, but no. I
Gary
think Mank is a solid film production-wise, and so if you see it win Oscars, it's going to be in its production design,
Not an
maybe its
actor.
cinematography, not for its performance.
If Riz doesn't win this year, he will win
That was
at
so
some
good.
point.
Well, but-
Such a good
Riz is
actor.
unbelievable.
Here's the deal.
he's
Remember when he
amazing.
won the Emmy over Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
That's his Oscar.
Right.
When you win over Robert De Niro, you do not need an
Good
Oscar,
point.
is what I'm saying.
Wow.
All right, so let's talk directing category right now, because it's going to be a close one for this. We have Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Emerald Fennell for A Promising Young Woman. So let's just see what our picks are.
Oh, wow.
It's Chloe Zhao all the way.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's going to
Okay.
be. I think it's going to be David Fincher, but I want it to be Chloe.
No, I think it's going to be Chloe, but I feel like Emerald should get something. Because
Yes.
the way she wrote and directed that movie was just out of this world. So I feel
I
like
think she will win screenplay, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you think so? See, I told you Eric
That's
knows
why-
Brad Pitt.
yeah.
That's how, yeah. The
He knows.
balance.
That's how he knows. He knows. He's like, she will win it. All right. So let's talk Best Picture, Eric. We have 8 nominees: The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of the Chicago 7.
All
Yeah,
comedies.
I mean, Nomadland is that front runner. You know, when we surveyed fans, actually at Fandango, Judas and the Black Messiah is the movie that a lot of fans want to see.
Look
It
at
is the
OG.
only nominee with a black cast, with black director, black writers, black producers, and that says a lot. And so it could be Judas stealing it, but I do think Nomadland will ultimately
Yeah.
win out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what other categories do you feel are going to be close, just like the director? Because we have supporting actors, we have animated film, and in supporting actors, you see the 2 actors from Judas are going against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird. I think Daniel Kaluuya will win that category
That's my pick.
over Lakeith Stanfield for Best Supporting Actor. I think Jung Yoon from Minari will
Yes.
win Best Supporting Actress. She's the first Korean woman ever nominated
She was amazing.
for
great.
Best Supporting Actress, so she would be the first to ever win that too. So I think history could be made. We could have a person of color win every major acting category this year. That's never
Really?
happened in the history.
That happened in what, the Golden Globes or this year?
Yeah, I
The
believe
major
so.
categories, yes.
Yeah, major
Yes.
categories.
By the way, Eric, the most important question, what are you going to wear?
Hello.
Because
I'm
you
gonna
know.
be in, I'm gonna
Flannel.
be in my pajamas, and
Yeah.
then we're all gonna be on Twitter Spaces with Rotten Tomatoes afterwards, talking about the Oscars. So if you want an after show and you're on Twitter, follow us and listen to us talk about it afterwards.
But just wear your hat, though, too,
I was
Eric.
going to
Yes.
say, yeah.
Make sure
I
you
will.
wear the
Yeah,
hat.
you need the hat.
Even in
Because
the
it is
shower.
not complete without the hat. Thank you, Eric, with a K from Fandango. As always, we're going to check back with you on Monday after the Oscars to see how we all did. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Eric. See you Monday.
Thank you.
There you go.
Bye. Enjoy the show.
Bye.